Good evening, parents, staff, guests, and our school community watching live. Welcome to the most coveted event in our school calendar, the 2025 TES Graduation. My name is Angela DeLuca, Assistant Head of the British Secondary and High School, and I am your organizer and MC for this special evening. This is our third year in the fantastic Liberty Square Performing Center. We've shared so many amazing moments, performances, and memories within these walls. But as they say, all good things evolve. And we're about to embark on an exciting new chapter. And we're thrilled to announce that our next home for graduation will be the brand new state-of-the-art auditorium at the high school campus. We'll see you there next time. Tonight promises to be a truly wonderful ceremony. Before we officially begin, we have a quick but important request to ensure everyone can fully enjoy the experience. To help us create an uninterrupted and memorable event, please take a moment to switch your phones to silent or airplane mode. We understand the urge to capture special moments, but rest assured, we have professional photographers on site who will capture every angle, hopefully the good ones. What's more, we're live streaming this entire event, and a recording will be shared for you to watch and share afterwards. We'll open the ceremony in approximately 2 minutes. I'm going to check on our graduates, so please get comfortable and ready to celebrate the Taipei European Schools Class of 2025. And let's have another big round of applause for our TES graduating class of 2025. Graduates, can I get you to turn around and wave to your family and guests? Graduates, you may now be seated. And now, I invite everyone to enjoy our yearly tradition of the Graduates video. This film has been created by our graduate, Cyrus Chang. Cyrus has an incredible talent for filmmaking, being part of the DP film class, as well as a student leader for Peak Media. This film takes inspiration from a popular Taiwanese band, Mayday, and explores the journey of your time as a student with a reminder to live life with no regrets. Enjoy.
Say you could snap your fingers and be wherever you wanted to be. I bet you'd still feel this way, not in the right place. The point is, you can't get so hung up on where you'd rather be that you forget how to make the most of where you are.
What are you telling me?
Take a break from worrying about what you can't control. Live a little.
会不会有一天，时间真的能倒退，退回你的、我的、回不去的、悠悠的岁月？也许会有一天，世界真的有终点，也要和你举起回忆亮的天，和你再干一杯。是要我选出代表青春那个画面，浮现的那滴眼泪，那片蓝天，那年毕业，那一张边哭边笑还要拥抱是你的脸，想起来可爱可怜可歌可泣，可是多怀念。怀念总是突然怀念不谈条件，当回忆冲破考卷，冲出岁月在我眼前，我和你流着汗水，喝着汽水在操场边，说好了无论如何一起走到未来的世界。现在就是那个未来那个世界，为什么你的身边我的身边不是同一边？友情曾像诺亚方舟坚持誓言，只是我望着海面，但就永远模糊了视线。手表买了战 眼，却发现追不到的、进不了的还是那些。人生是只有认命，只能宿命，只好宿醉，只剩下高的小点，低的苦点，却没成熟点。成熟就是幻想幻灭一场磨练，为什么只有梦想越磨越小，小的不见？有时候好想流泪，好想流泪，却没眼泪。期待会，你会不会，他会不会开个同学会？他在等你，你在等我，我在等谁？有时是孩子没睡，电话没接，心情没准备。天空不能黑了又亮，亮了又黑。那光阴在海上，天远走高飞，再没力气追。会不会有一天，时间真的能倒退，退回你的、我的，回不去的、悠悠的岁月？也许会有一天，世界真的有终点，也要和你举起回忆亮的天，和你再干一杯。
时间真的能倒退，退回你的、我的，回不去的、悠悠的岁月。也许会有一天，世界真的到终点，也要和你举起亮的天，和你再干一杯。
终究会有一天，我们都变成昨天。是你陪我走一生一回，匆匆的遇见。有一天就是今天，今天就是有一天，说出一直没说对你的感谢。和你再干一杯，再干一杯永远，和真的万岁，岁岁和年年，时间都停了，他们都回来了，怀念的人啊，等你的来到。时间都停了，他们都回来了，怀念的人啊，等你的来到。
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Oh, you wanted something deep at the end of the film, something like rear view mirrors are for glancing, not staring. Well, we ain't got the budget for that. I don't get paid enough for that. I don't get paid at all. Where's my
Such fantastic memories. And thank you to Cyrus for his tremendous effort in creating our graduation video. I know that there were about 3 sleepless nights before the final piece was done. Now, to officially begin our graduation, I would like to invite Mr. Stuart Redden, our head of high school, to open our ceremony.
Thank you. I've just written a speech which goes on about how difficult the life is for our graduating students. I'm not sure how convincing that's going to be after the video. They look to have a wonderful time. Dear honoured guests, Mr. Blackachet, former director of the International Association of Lions Clubs, Ms. Wendy Lin, Sotheby's Executive Vice President, Chairman Asia and Managing Director Taiwan, Mr. Freddie Hoagland, Chief Executive Officer of the European Chamber of Commerce in Taiwan, Ms. Tina Wilson, Director of New Zealand Trade Development Centre, Taiwan. Thank you for your attendance tonight. To all of you, our distinguished guests, and most importantly, what all the fuss is about tonight, our graduating students. 21 years ago, our first graduating class was awarded the Taipei European School High School Diploma. We had 13 students. They were pioneers. Prior to that, we didn't have a high school. Imagine how difficult that is sometimes getting students into a school. The parents tend to ask questions like, where have they gone to university? I guess our reply was, well, none of them have ever failed to get into university. They probably followed up with other questions like, what are their exam results like? Well, none of them have ever been bad. That's what we can say. Maybe we were just very convincing or charming, but we had our first graduating class. And this has some resonance this evening. We have a group of students who have taken a course for the very first time, took a chance on us, and have done extremely well. They've successfully got themselves into university courses. They already have university transcripts with grades on them, and they've secured some excellent scholarships as well. So I'd just like to thank those students and their parents, our IB career-related students, for having the trust in us, and great to see what's happened there. So thank you very much. Now, students, tonight we've got to decide on whether you're going to graduate. Now, sometimes teenagers get a bad rap. They get a bad reputation. Now, whether you like this or not, I'm going to be the case for the defense here. You haven't started earning, so probably this is legal aid. Now, later on, Mr. Stewart and Monsieur Urion might be providing the case for the prosecution. I think it'll be okay. I think they're going to go soft on you. However, one thing that worries me is the graduate speeches. I'm just worried what's going to be said could be incriminating. I think it should be okay. Now, audience, parents, I want you to imagine something about what these students have gone through in their high school education. Imagine if you had different hormones pumped to the max through your veins that sent you emotionally up and down and sideways. And while this is happening, you've got a neuroscientist lifting the top on your head and pruning the synapses and neural links in your brain. You might think, well, I need a cup of tea now. I need a rest. I might need a holiday. But what do we do to these students as society? Just at that time, when all of that's going on, we decide to give them more to study than they'll ever study at any other point in their life. So, I think they did extremely well, given that that is going on. I want you to imagine further. Imagine going to work, and you start off. You're in your office, and a bell rings, and then you said, right, now it's to accounts department. You get yourself settled in accounts department. You figure out what's going on. Another bell rings. Right, it's off to research now. But hold on a moment, I've just got comfortable. No, it's off to research. That's what you're doing now. You get lunch. After lunch, you get another bell. Rings. It's off to the communications department. You've got to do something completely different. You might think, I've had enough. I want to leave. I want to go to another company. But it's all the same. Bells running from one place to the other. It's a bit like our students' life, okay? Constantly running from one place to the other and having to cope with all the changes and all the differences. Now, our students, they do get criticism from you, the parents. They say that you're too argumentative. Are you too argumentative, students? No, they're saying no. Because that's often what your teachers say. They come back and say, your arguments are not good enough. You get grief about that. How can you win? One lot of people saying you're too argumentative, and the other lot are saying you're not argumentative enough. It's difficult, it really is difficult. Now, it's often said that youth is wasted on the young. But let's face it, if most of us lot had our youth back, we'd be out there plastering ourselves over Instagram and getting up to heaven knows what. So maybe that's not fair. Now, I want you to also imagine you're at work and your boss gives you an assignment. And then you notice that the other 19 people working in the office are doing exactly the same assignment. You're thinking, what on earth's going on here? Some of you might be peeking at what everybody else is doing. But how would this company ever survive? That doesn't seem realistic. Why would you all be doing the same assignment at the same time? But our students, they get on with that with good grace, with little complaint, and deal with the absurdities that an educational system sometimes throws at them. Now, imagine our image of the happy-go-lucky, carefree teenager. Is that really true? Think back. Remember the doubt, the anxiety. Remember the times when you tried to be cool and got it hopelessly wrong. It was a full attempt to grow up, unfortunately marred by biology. All of this is what our students have been going through. Now, these students have been incredibly successful. I have been so impressed by them. Given all the successes these students have had, are they really social media addicted zombies? Because that's often how the press likes to label them. I say, if they are, all credit to them, because they've helped others, achieved sporting success, played the sweetest music, entertained and provoked us in debates, performances, and exhibitions. They really have been outstanding. I've really appreciated our 21st graduating class. Sorry, I've got to confess to a mistake. You're the 22nd graduating class. I forgot to count the first year. My apologies. So the 22nd graduating class. You made me feel very welcome when I first came to the Taipei European School. I loved saying hello to you in the morning, getting the cheerful responses, getting the neutral responses, getting the no responses, until maybe about the last few days when I finally really communicated with some people that came in without their headphones. You, to me, are a year group that embodies what the Taipei European School is all about. Supportive of each other, intelligent, witty, creative, and kind of funny. Sorry, I think I meant to say kind and funny. So, for me, you definitely deserve to graduate. You're a defense lawyer. Okay, let's give them a big round of applause. Okay, we're going to do the first section of our presentation of the TES high school diplomas. We're going to do these in alphabetical order and in 3 groups, because we've got so many of you today, and we're so proud of you. So, I'd like to call upon, our presenters for the first section of the presentation of the Taipei European School High School Diplomas. Okay. And I'd like to call upon Mr. Blackachet to come up from representing the board, please. Thank you. Okay. And I'd also like to invite onto the stage Mr. John Nixon.
So the first one, I'll wait for you, sorry. The first one is Kanil Bhimani, going to India to study sports management. Victor Breda to France for medicine studies. Kevin Chan going to Australia for aerospace engineering. Abigail Chang also going to the US for cognitive science. Diana Chang going either to the Netherlands or UK for electrical engineering. Winnie Chang, who is going to study business administration. Clara Charondière, going to the Netherlands for international law. Joanna Chen, going to the US for health science. Amy Chen, also going to the US for business administration. Riona Chen, going to Canada for life science. Willie Chen, going to the US for computer science. Cyrus Chiang, also going to the US, not for film, but for law. Megan Chow, going to Canada for life science. Patrick Chow, who is also going to Canada. Naika Schilderik, who is going to the Netherlands for event planning. Hyun Choi, who is going to Germany for robotics and mechatronics. Yeah. Jia Long Zhuang, who is going to the US for business communication. Emma Chu, who is going for studying law and/or economics. Danielle Cotteron, who is going to the UK for a foundation year in art and design. Linda Dati, staying in Taiwan for global studies. Juliette de Campo, going to England for fine arts. Claire Divisia, either going to France or to the UK for economics and law. Elena Durin, going to Spain for medicine. Anna Eichner, who is going to Germany to study biology. Sorry, this was going to be William Fung, who is going to the US for biomedical engineering. Angeline Faure, who is going to France, not certain what she will study there. Joanna Fay, who is going to Australia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Vanya Fussmeyer, who is going to the US to study business. Romain Fontaine, who will go to the Netherlands to study liberal arts science. Saha Gupta, who is going to the UK for neuroscience and psychology. Kahu Au Hall, who is going to New Zealand. Tordan Hesselbeck, who is going to Denmark to become a machine master, even though he looks like one. Tobias Höglund, who is going to the UK for film and television. Felix Hoheisel, who will go to Germany for Wirtschaftsingenieurwesen. Benjamin Ho, who will go to Canada for business school.
And now it is time for our first performance of the evening. I'd like to invite our extraordinary TES musicians to the stage to play alongside 4 of our graduating students, Winnie Chang, Elena Duran, Jessica Liao, and Chloe Sang. Our graduating musicians, who many of you will recognize from countless concerts and events over the years, have been incredible ambassadors for TES music. They'll be performing for us tonight a piece from the iconic 1988 Italian film, Cinema Paradiso. A perfect piece to play on graduation as it captures the themes of nostalgia, bittersweet memories, and the passage of time. Please help me to welcome our exceptional musicians to the stage. having you, Mike. Give me a moment. A huge thank you to Mr. Herbison and our TES musicians, and of course, Winnie, Elena, Chloe, and Jessica for such a memorable performance. I think you will agree it was well worth the wait. Now before our, yes. Before our second presentation of diplomas, I would like to welcome back to the stage our CEO, Mr. Nixon, to provide our graduates with some parting words of wisdom. Thank you, Mr. Nixon.
Got some beautiful music, so perhaps a round of applause for our performers again. Thank you very much. Honoured guests, members of the Board of Directors, parents, staff, and most importantly, students. Guten Abend. Bonsoir, mes amis français. Good evening, and wa'an. It's my great pleasure and honour to be invited to say a few words on this auspicious occasion of the Taipei European Schools graduation ceremony. Tonight, a total of 98 students are graduating, which is just amazing. As Stuart said earlier, we were both here in 2004 when we had 13 students graduating. So you can just see how the school's grown and developed. And I'm extremely proud to have had the opportunity to come back to Taipei and to be CEO of the school for a second time. To graduate, having completed any of our high school courses, such as the IB Diploma, the Mixed Language GIB, the Careers-related IBCP, or the French International Baccalaureate, BFE, is a remarkable achievement. And to know all of those acronyms is also a remarkable achievement. And it's certainly something to be very proud of. So the 98 of you are graduating tonight are really well done. None of the courses are easy. And it's a culmination of 15 to 16 years in school and a particularly intense last few years in the high school. Graduation is a very important milestone for our students here tonight because now they move on to the wider world of universities, colleges, or other opportunities around the globe. But school life has hopefully been much more than purely academic studies. And I was just saying this to some parents earlier this evening, that our students have had really remarkable opportunities to be involved in a wide range of extracurricular activities, for example, field and cultural trips, sports, music and the arts, competitions, service projects, to name a few. This extra and important dimension offers a holistic and well-rounded education, promoting social and emotional growth and development, as well as the pure academics. And that, I think, is what TES stands for. We're very proud that we're an inclusive school offering a well-rounded and holistic education. But one aspect I'd like to just focus on briefly tonight is friendship. I would hope that our students have been able to forge meaningful and supportive friendships whilst at school, and that hopefully these links and networks will be maintained and persist into later life. Indeed, teenage years at school for all of us could be referred to as our salad days, a Shakespearean phrase meaning a youthful time of inexperience and enthusiasm. I believe that we shouldn't underestimate the importance of friendship and relationships we make at school. I was reminded recently by an old high school friend that we had graduated from high school exactly 50 years ago, back in 1975, and that we had known each other for 54 years. I can see you all doing the maths now, and yes, that puts me in my mid-40s. Maths was never my strong point. In fact, my school friend has just been visiting Taiwan last week when we were on holiday. He thought it was a fantastic country. Him, his wife, and his 25-year-old daughter, who had visited us in Brazil previously, couldn't resist the opportunity to come to Taiwan, and they were just bowled over by the country, by the people, by the experiences that they had in 10 years, a country to be very proud of. So during that time when he was here, we got at some stage to discussing our school days and the friends that we made. We're still in touch with around a dozen schoolmates and hold bi-monthly Zoom meetings, you remember Zoom? And attend an annual reunion which they kindly arrange for when I'm back in the UK each summer, because I'm the only one that lives overseas. Everyone else is UK based. Whenever we meet up, it's so interesting. We recount our often hilarious tales from our time at school, usually boring our wives who have heard the stories many times before. Yet they bring back amusing memories of the harmless pranks we pulled from time to time, although I, of course, never took part in any of these, being far too sensible, well-behaved, and aspiring to be a headmaster. We are also reminded of the camaraderie we showed throughout difficult times, such as during when coursework deadlines were approaching, examinations, university applications, and of course during tragic events such as the traumatic breakup with our first girlfriends. I actually wonder where Marsha is now. Yeah, I must try and find out. Don't tell my wife. Yeah. What I find particularly interesting, however, is that although these stories and reminiscences from school days quickly dry up and run out, as a group, we still find a lot to talk about and discuss. The discussion is not simply reliant on catching up on the previous year since we last met, but rather conversation based on a certain amount of common threads through, for example, very similar senses of humor, a similar appreciation of 1970s rock music, and yes, Clapton is God. Similar interests and habits. However, despite these similarities, there are probably more differences in our lives now after 50 years. Yet there still seems to be very strong kindredship which was emanated from our time at high school. It's not often that I agree, that I quote American country singers, yet Lyle Lovett, although not known for his talents in philosophy, did sum things up quite nicely by saying, you don't have to have anything in common with people you've known since you were 5. With old friends, you've got your whole life in common. So in conclusion, I would encourage all of our graduates to cherish the friends that you've made here at school and to keep in touch. This is something that is much easier in today's technological world. Here at TES, we're also developing our alumni network, so please do keep in touch with the school. We'd love to hear about your next adventures as you go on to university colleges. I finish finally with another quote from Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer, who said, "Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn at school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything." TES graduating class of 2025. I was in the wrong century there. Beam me up, please, Scotty. Graduating class of 2025 I wish you all the very best for the future, most sincerely. I've got to know many of you over the last 3 years, and you really are truly a great bunch of people. So all the very best. Thank you. So now to present our second set of diplomas, I'd like to invite to the stage Mr. Andreas Hilbos, the head of the German section, and Daniel Engler, the deputy head of the German section, and the names will be called out by Mr. Frank Lefebvre, deputy head of the French section. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon. So the first graduate for the second round is Pei Luen Ho. Pei Luen, she will study chemistry and management studies in England. Brandon C. Brandon will study film and photography in the United States. Scarlett Xie. Scarlett will study economics in the United Kingdom. Wen Xu. Wen will study, his major is undecided. She will go to the United States. Emily Xu. Emily, she will study biochemistry in the United Kingdom. Jana Illing. Jana, she will study chemistry in Germany. Henry Yan. Henry will study liberal arts and science in the Netherlands. Charlene Joursin. She will study set design in the United States. Hannes Knapp. Hannes, he will study international business administration in Germany. Steve Coe. Steve, he will study mechanical engineering in the Netherlands. Maggie Coe. She will go to Canada. Her major is undecided. Clarissa Coe. She will study life sciences in Canada. Corina Koens. She will study media and culture in Netherlands. Benjamin Lai. Benjamin will back to Singapore for his national service for 2 years. Oh. Mika Lai. Mika, she will study neuroscience in the United States. Max Lotret. Max, he will study sports and exercise science in the United Kingdom. Lila Lemagnan, she will study engineering in the Switzerland. Mathis Lebas will study physics in France. Philippe Lee, he will study business in Canada. Loïc Lelon, he will study engineering in France. Jessica Liao. Jessica, she will study life sciences in Canada. Ting Xuan Lia. Ting Xuan, he will study electrical engineering in the United States. Zhengning Sophie Liu. Zhengning will study architectural studies in Canada. Xinyuan Liu. Xinyuan, she will study cognitive science in the United States. Arthur Lee, he will study quant science in France. Rémi Mastio. Rémi will study engineering in France. Nafisa Mir. Nafisa, she will study business in the United States. Flavia Nabe, she will study Chinese and English languages in France. Cassie Knuckles. Cassie, she will study biomedical sciences in England. Hailey Ho. Hailey, she will study global affairs in Korea. Noël Pinault. Noël, she will study cognitive science in Germany. And the last graduate for the second round is Léonard Poujat-Chu. Léonard will study engineering in France. Thank you, and a round of applause again for the second round. Thank you.
On to our next performance. This is a timeless classic that beautifully captures the essence of support and connection, something that Mr. Nixon just spoke to us all about. It will be Carole King's You've Got a Friend. This song holds a message of unwavering companionship and resonates deeply, especially as we celebrate our graduates. It's a powerful reminder that no matter where life takes us, we always have someone to lean on. Tonight, this inspiring anthem will be brought to life by our TES musicians and two of our very own talented graduates, Emma Cho and Winnie Chang. Prepare to be moved by their rendition of this beloved song. I think I've cried in absolutely every single rehearsal. I believe our musicians are almost ready to go. Please welcome them to the stage.
Okay, thank you for your patience. We are going to invite our special singer tonight. Please put your hands together for your graduate, Emma Cho.
Everybody okay out there? Whew. Felt that one. Truly, truly heartfelt rendition. Thank you to our graduates. Thank you to Emma for singing so beautifully. Graduates, you're going to notice you've got some parting gifts sitting on your chairs that you're going to be able to take with you tonight, which includes an adorable little jar of sweets. Don't eat them yet. Now, when you open up this jar, you're going to find inside a little scroll. And on this scroll, someone has written you a message, a student in year 7, a message from our future class of 2031, actually, to our departing class of 2025. I do hope that you cherish this little memento. And now we're going to move to the third presentation of diplomas to our final 30 graduates. I'd like to invite to the stage to present the diplomas Mr. Ben Orion, the head of the French section, and our distinguished guest, Wendy Lin, board member of the Taipei European School Foundation. The graduating names will be called out by Mr. James Woodall, assistant head of the British Secondary and High School.
Good evening. It's a real honor and a privilege to announce the final graduates. So the first one is Daphne Prado. Daphne will be going to Italy to study fashion. Unfortunately, our next graduate is ill, but we will still give him the privilege of having his name read out. So Lucas Rambouf Garnier will be staying in Taiwan and be studying finance. Molly Roberts. Molly will be going to the UK, where she'll study environmental science. Janvi Runval. Janvi will study primary education in Australia. Irie Shirakane. Irie will go to Australia, where she will study pharmacy. Rosemary Skiller. Rosemary will study criminology in the United Kingdom. Maxi Stefan. Maxi will go to Spain, where he'll study business management. Georgia Stokes Green. Georgia will study psychology in the United Kingdom. Parker Sue. Parker will go to the UK, where he'll study chemistry. Cleo Z. Cleo will study human, social and political sciences in the UK. Candy Sai. Candy will go to the UK where she'll study English. Wesley Tam. Wesley will study film in Canada. Lucas Ting. Lucas will study applied mathematics in the United States. Lucia Ting. Lucia will also go to the United States where she'll study biochemistry. Ethan Sai. Ethan will either go to the US or the UK to study biomedical sciences. Chloe Seng. Chloe will study business and economics in the United States. Raina Seng. Raina will study criminology and law in Australia. Ryan Seng. Ryan will go to Australia to do a Bachelor of Art and Psychology. Amber van der Sleen. Amber will study political science in France. Marcelina Veriang. Marcelino will stay in Taiwan, where he'll study culinary arts. Stefano Villa. Stefano will go to Malta, where he'll study sports science. Dora Wang. Dora will study veterinary science in Australia. Meredith Wen. Meredith will study computer science and communications in Japan. Miranda Wu. Miranda will go to Singapore to study pharmacy. Emily Luna Wu. Emily goes to the United States to study psychology. Mia Yang. Mia will pursue a career in finance and accounting. Athena Ye. Athena will study material science and engineering in the UK. Xu Yen Ye. Xu Yen will go to the US to study data science. Yi Chen Yu. Eason, as I know him, will go to Australia to study computer science. And our final graduate of the evening, he will tell you we've saved the best till last, Tristan Jurich Bandurski. Tristan will go to the US where he'll study fine arts. So please, a huge round of applause for that group of graduates, but all the graduates there, congratulations.
Okay, good evening. Dear TES graduates, colleagues and parents, it is great pride that we gather together to celebrate the graduation of our TES class 2025. You look fantastic tonight. Give yourselves a big round of applause. We hope that you agree it's a special occasion for you and your family, culminating years of hard work, dedication and perseverance. As you embark the next chapter of your lives, I want to reflect on your remarkable journey as TES students. The International Baccalaureate Diploma Programme and Career-Related Programme are challenging and rigorous. When you joined us for H3 induction, some of you might have felt it was a challenge too far. But as a group, you quickly faced up to the task. You embraced the study of languages, culture, and diversity in all their forms. You have shown resilience and determination throughout your time with us at TES, overcoming obstacles and striving for excellence. As students, you've learned to embrace a global mindset, understanding and appreciating different cultures, perspectives, and ways of thinking. You have developed a strong sense of inquiry, asking probing questions, and seeking knowledge beyond the surface. You have honed your communication skills, expressed your ideas and opinions respectfully. You've developed the ability to collaborate effectively in many different contexts, recognizing the value of teamwork. These skills will serve you well in an ever-changing and interconnected world we live in. The IB is designed to cultivate values that will guide you throughout your life. You've learnt the importance of academic integrity and fairness. You've understood empathy. You've shown compassion and respect for others in your work on the CAS programme and service learning. You have developed a strong sense of responsibility towards your community and to the environment. Look back with pride on the diverse range of pursuits that you've been involved with alongside your academic subjects as you receive your TES high school diploma tonight. You've been involved in many events over the last couple of years, including various sports, music, creative, and subject achievements. Many of you have mentored younger TES students. You've participated in significant service projects, both locally, such as Mad Hatter Knits, Together We Dance, Guardians of the Stars, and globally, for example, with Amnesty International and the Red Cross Society. Either formally or informally, you have taken up student leadership positions in the school, including the Tri-Section Student Council, Model United Nations, Debate Club, and various sports, artistic, and music leadership. You have left the school in good hands for the younger students to follow on. One of the most enriching aspects of your year group has been the study of languages. The ability to communicate in more than one language is a valuable skill and is a gateway to understanding different cultures and perspectives in life. It is appropriate on occasions like this to express gratitude to all your TES teachers. In fact, if you turn around, graduates, you'll see a number of them here tonight. Not just your teachers, but coaches, counsellors, past and present. The coaches, the counsellors, everyone who's been instrumental in shaping your journey with us. Seeing how well you've worked with your teachers and fellow students has been very satisfying. I want to acknowledge the incredible support system that has helped you reach this point. To your parents and your families, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement of your children. Appreciate the friendships, graduates, and the lasting memories that you have made during your time with us at TES. It's poignant to think that you may not be together in the same room again. Cherish those connections and continue to foster meaningful relationships in your future endeavours. And remember that no matter where you are in the world that you end up, this is the one place that binds you all together. So go out and change the world for the better. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are immensely proud of you and we look forward to hearing about all the incredible things you will achieve. Thank you. I'd like now to call upon the graduate speakers, Camille, Claire and Noel, who were chosen to represent the British, French and German sections. Please welcome them to the stage for this traditional graduate speech.
Good evening, fellow graduates, staff, families, and guests. Students, I hope you had some tissues ready because I'm about to make you emotional right here. It is a privilege for us to share our reflections with you this evening. 14 years I've been at the school. I have seen friends come and go. I've seen those who went from being troublesome to being studious, and those who've annoyingly grown way taller than me. And just a while back, I was revisiting yearbook pictures and looking at the old videos, and it's wild how we have all grown so much. The growth from child to adult feels like I've seen it all without actually noticing it happen. The changes from neat hairstyles to mullets, fades, perms, and the happy transition away from school uniforms. But it's not just the changes that I've witnessed, it's also the fun experiences and trends that have occurred since primary. Debates, monologues, water fights, the 4 squares game, fidget spinners, trading cards, spray water bottles, coffin dance memes, the golden balls that delivered us the pizza picnics, and all those Camp Taiwan activities where I would proudly show myself off by completing the ultimate level in rock climbing. And where we would all be on the lookout for snakes while trying to avoid them at the same time. Then there was the Kenting trip in year 6 and the Phobisia tournaments, which were the pinnacle of fun. Also the first time I had my friends try out some Indian food and they fell in love with it. I think we will all never forget the 11th row, the chop, chop, bang, bang racket technique, playing capture the flag on that massive field with everyone. Back then, we only had to practice spelling and prepare for the big ride as our homework. But it hit me at the start of age 4, how had time flown by so incredibly fast. I felt completely unprepared for this moment. I'm quite literally shaking right here. But yet, here we are. Just a few short years ago, we were putting David Walliams and Dr. Seuss style shows. And now we were just a bunch of stressed out students tackling the IB. I still remember the transition days. Everyone was like double the height, chewing gum. And my brother, who was somewhere there, was avoiding me, thinking I was too uncool for him, which I know I was not. The time where we had math, geography, and history class in phase 1. And then there were the TES tournaments where everyone would always be on their phone playing Brawl Stars, which, to be fair, they still are. But just thinking about it makes me feel old and wonder how much we have actually all gone through all the gossips and lunchtime activities. We played tag till year 2, then we played football from year 3 to year 6, then we played basketball in secondary, and then at high school, we just started going to the village. The class of 2025 has been too precious for me, becoming my very own comfort zone. In the darkest of times, I will know who I can contact and help lift my mood. Being here for all these years gives me the honor to say that I have interacted with almost everyone in this room. And now it upsets me to see everyone leave and go to different countries. But even though we are falling apart, our memories won't. And if I were to quote myself right now, I'd say, never say goodbye. It will only bring misery. And instead, we will wish you good luck and hope to see you again. I hope I have brought most of you back down the memory lane and reminded you how wonderful this bunch of diverse people are. and how lucky we are to have been a part of this.
And after all those memories, I think it's only right that we pause, just for a moment, and take in where we are now. Because sometimes in life, there are moments that feel suspended in time, where everything falls quiet, and for just a breath, we become fully aware of where we are and how far we've come. I believe this is one of those rare moments. Today marks the end of a chapter that we've been writing together for the past 4 years. As we stand at the edge of this moment, we are writing the final lines of our high school book, its epilogue. But before we each open the first blank page of whatever comes next, I want to pause. I want to flip back through the worn, highlighted, chaotic pages of our shared story and remember, just for a moment, what we've lived, what we've learned, and who we've become. The first years of high school were mostly defined by the new bonds we formed. Bonds with our teachers, who we kept on unintentionally disappointing with our inaccurate science experiments. Bonds with, well, the IGCSE, as we started writing our first real essays about novels that probably not all of us had fully read. And most significantly, bonds with each other. Whether it was through sharing flavorless meals on IA trips or secretly calling each other during Zoom lessons. Yes, COVID still lingered in our lives. We began to connect. We began to belong. Then came age 2, new page. We got to savor some of our newfound independence. We finally escaped the school lunch and explored restaurants in the village. But eventually, the novelty wore off and the mundane caught up to us. Past paper after past paper, test after test, still, we made it through, together. We endured memorized definitions, freezing exam runs, and last-minute revisions. And especially thanks to the warm, harmonious community of the German section, I felt appreciated. And then we reached our first small turning point, TES Graduation. We had our first processional, said our first goodbyes to teachers, subjects, and fellow classmates. And with that, we turned the page once again, towards the IB. The opening pages of the IB chapter were dense with unfamiliar acronyms that quickly became all too familiar. DP, CP, EE, CAS, IA, IO, TOK, IBO. I don't think I can ever forget them, even if I tried. We grew together by helping us through the many unfamiliar challenges. Time passed quickly as we dove into our next set of experiences. More research, more IA hikes, CAS projects. Each of us went on our own little adventures, but we stayed connected through the same struggles and enjoyments. And then came summer, the one in which we were all supposed to be productive. I'll let you guess how that turned out. And so we reached the final chapter, age 4. The warnings we'd heard for years finally materialized. The pressure set in, and this time it was real. Essays over essays for months, basically non-stop work. But even in the middle of that chaos, we found joy in unexpected places. During school events, joined study periods, and the occasional or frequent collective rant. And then, finally, it was over. We wrote our final words, submitted our final tasks, finished our last projects. Only skip day, Spirit Week, exams, and now the summer were remaining. A summer where, for once, to study does not linger in the back of our minds constantly. And now, here we are, at the very end of our story together. It feels surreal and it feels nostalgic, but most importantly, it feels freeing. We've made it. We have finished our high school book. We filled these pages with more than just schoolwork. We filled them with inside jokes, late-night messages, silent support, shared stress, and small victories. All of a sudden, essays, grades, and schoolwork feel of little importance. What actually matters is us, the class of 2025. We have grown together and individually. We formed a tight-knit group of more or less mature young adults ready to explore the next pages. And while we won't all be in the same chapters anymore, this story we wrote together will always remind us of who we are. And that's precisely why I believe we must allow ourselves this moment. A moment to be still, to reflect, to appreciate just how far we've come. Soak it in, class of 2025. Be proud.
I'd like to take a moment to address my fellow French section classmates. We still have a long way to go with our real exams, but we've already come so far. You've been like my second family these past 13 years, and I'm so honored to have grown up alongside you, watching you evolve from learning to write in kindergarten to applying for college. Our small class of 18 made it, and I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of us, especially for enduring those 4-hour Saturday morning exams. They really should be illegal. But today, we're gathered here together, all 3 sections, as the one and only class of 2025. It's truly incredible to see so many familiar and unfamiliar faces here today as we gather to say goodbye. I'll forever cherish sharing a classroom with you. It's hard to believe that next year, there'll be no more whispered jokes between tables, no more 7-Eleven coffee runs, no more crying about exams together. I'm really going to miss that. To our families and parents, thank you for supporting us on this long journey. Without you, it's going to be incredibly difficult to face the new challenges of adulthood. Living by ourselves, figuring out how to do the laundry, how to cook a full meal without setting the kitchen on fire, and how to get off our beds and actually do our work without you yelling at us. A special shout out goes to one of the biggest contributors to our academic survival, the 7-Eleven vending machines. I honestly don't know how I would have made it through those 9:30 breaks and evening classes without you. Above all, I want to express our deepest gratitude to our teachers. Thank you for your unwavering support, your lessons, and even for gossiping and listening to our rants. We're incredibly grateful that, despite countless late arrivals, forgotten homework, and getting caught playing video games, you were always there for us. Finally, let's not forget the unsung heroes who also supported our education journey here at TES. Our secretaries, cafeteria workers, cleaners, security guards, IT staff, and other administrative members. Thank you all. So here we are. So here we are, finally adults, finishing one of the most important steps of our lives and diving into a new one. It's crazy to think that the last 15 years of hard work have all built up to this moment, tonight, here in this room. Yet our adventure doesn't end here. Go out and make a difference in the world. Good luck, be proud of your achievements, and remember to always believe in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Remember, guys, don't be sad it's over. Just be happy that we're finally done with the IB. Good luck, and I'll see you when I see you.
Liebe deutsche Schule, vielen Dank für die unvergesslichen Lektionen, Erinnerungen und Lacher.
Bonne chance et bonne révision à tous pour le bac.
Wow, thank you, Camille, Noelle, and Claire, for representing your fellow graduates in each of the 3 sections of Taipei European School. Your meaningful words and memories truly capture the heart of this graduating class. And now, we're coming to the end of our graduation ceremony. And I'd like to invite to the stage Mr. Orion, head of the French section, to share his closing remarks.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. As last year, it's my honor to close the graduation ceremony. So first of all, class of 2025, congratulations. Yes. I want to begin by thanking all of you attending this ceremony today. The board members, we're fortunate to have 3 board members tonight. Thank you. Thank you to all incredible parents, guardians who provided love, guidance, confidence, encouragement, and helping bring all of you graduates to these very moments of your life. Thank you for extended families and friends, and of course, all the dedicated teachers, advisors, mentors, staff, administrators who have helped to shape the class of 2025. A number of them are there tonight. So indeed, much has already been said tonight. So what can I add? In preparation for this speech, I actually asked ChatGPT what not to say in a graduation speech. Came up with following points and somewhat surprising. So first, never say to graduates, don't worry about the future, it all works it out. I actually disagree. The future holds both excitement and uncertainty, but it will work it out if you embrace the challenges and remember your resilience. Second, never say, chase your dream no matter what. I still disagree. The path to your dream may involve gaining valuable experience, serving someone else's dream first, but always use your passion and dedication to chase it. And finally, never say you can change the world. To quote a famous president, yes, you can. If each of you has a unique set of talents, your contribution to the world matter. Whether it's a significant impact on your community, simply living a life of purpose and joy, or excelling in the field that you chose. Graduates, as you move on your next endeavor, I have no doubt you can't wait what the future holds for you. However, remember that the important thing is not always to know where you're going, but also where you come from. So as you take this next step, remember the foundation you built here at TES. Those experiences will be helping you navigating the future. The world needs your talents, your passion, and your unique perspectives. It's very brief. Lastly, this evening, seamless execution is thanks to an incredible team, dedication of behind staff, behind the scene. So I'll name it, all of them, but you can start your applause. So, of course, Angela De Luca, John Erbison, Gary Thin, Camila Harris, Ralph Berta, Robert Cow, James Woodall, Lisa Burley, Franck Lefebvre, Florian Oist, Joyce Lee, Hazel Shea, Annie Lowe, Lur Shu, Carly Tu, and the BSH's Deans of Students. Thank you to everyone who joined us in celebrating this occasion, online or in person. Graduates, let's celebrate your achievement one more time. I invite you to gather on the stage for the last photo with your caps and gowns. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet, and you won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you. And it's the only thing we take with us when we die. Keep this love.
Do it! Throw the caps! Throw the caps! Congratulations, graduates!
Where our eyes are never closing, our hearts were never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home. 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 Oh, you can fit me inside the necklace you got when you were 16, next to your heartbeat where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. When I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you.
Thank you
whisper
to
through the
everyone.
phone.
Have a wonderful evening and good night.